I can hear, but where's Discord on here? Okay, let's here's the thing. Okay, Fury's typing. I was just about to introduce Fury and then go burr. She's not here, but she is typing. Okay, but you guys are so loud. I have to turn you down. How do you do that? How do you get the volumes?
You can like right click my picture.
Yeah, there we go.
Turn me down that way if I'm too loud or whatever.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So am I too loud? Am I too loud? Hello?
So here's So here's what happened: is you guys were like, "Oh, we lost Rob," and then I'm like, "Yeah, you didn't lose me. I'm still here." Oh, I guess we'll just talk amongst.
We definitely lost you.
I guess we'll just talk amongst ourselves, and I'm like, "No, guys." Anyways, so I had to. I don't know what happened. I had to just restart Discord. Okay, so back to the show, everybody. What's happening? Yeah, no, let's go here to this thing. So this is the thing. Let's find out what Fury typed. Have fun. I'll try to watch from my phone. I'm only able to use the phone data because some jerk ripped out my newly installed fiber cable, leaving me without internet access all weekend.
It sucks.
Okay. I just put what you put. Oh no. It sucks. All right. So
are you sharing your screen with us?
Oh, I forgot. Oh, fucking bullshit. Because remember I restarted Discord? So Robin, look at the chat. Oh no.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay. All right, you guys are still too loud. What the hell? I had to switch my.
Would you like me to whisper?
No, but I had to. I don't know what happened. You guys.
I kind of do. That. Yes.
You kind. All right, let's take it. Okay, let's just calm down.
Why don't you just get all tucked in and get covered?
Oh my God, show's over, everybody. I gotta take a shower. All right, now listen. If you guys have questions about Fantasy Grounds, you can type them in the chat and we'll answer them. I do have Fantasy Grounds table open here. It's not open, but it's ready to go. And the other thing I want to say is, welcome to any of our viewers on YouTube, none, or Facebook, none. Restreaming such bullshit. I'm not gonna do it anymore. Well, I'm gonna do it for the year I paid for it, but so Robin asked me, "What are we showcasing tonight?" And I was like, "I don't know." But I tell you what I will say. This is what's coming up, you guys. Robin's working on a thing. Here's some of it. And this is what I said before the show. If you were here in the chat at least 5 minutes before the show, I was talking about the gargantuan egg from a legendary a legendary rarity costs 250 gold pieces, huh, Robin?
Yeah.
Is it a nature check to see if an egg's been fertilized?
I can tell you all about this. So depending on the creature type will be the check that you make, but medicine checks will be useful for any creature type. So a person who's trained in medicine can harvest everything, basically. But like if you're trained in Arcana, for example, you could harvest Celestials, I think. I don't remember all of them, so hang on, let me scroll into my document.
Celestial nipples.
You said butt-like.
But like, yeah. Okay, so for beasts or humanoids, you could use animal handling or medicine. For monstrosities or plants, you can use survival or medicine checks. Constructs, giants, and undeads, you can use Arcana or medicine. For dragons and oozes, you can use Arcana or medicine. And then for aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, and fiends, Arcana or medicine. I just separated them that way because that's what determines their creature rarity or the object rarity. But yeah, the gist of this product that's coming out will be looting, like everything to do with party loot, like that kind of stuff. Adventurers who really like cleaning places out, harvesting monster parts, for a DM to stock dungeons more realistically also. So there will be a lot of sundries and stuff like that.
So come out with a self-cleaning bag, a self-cleaning like prestidigitation on a bag, because all the goop you're going to be lugging around with your body parts.
Yes, yeah, and there will actually be some feats as well. Feats that have to do with harvesting monsters, harvesting plants, harvesting natural resources, plus some feats for people who like to do the bartering part of everything. So when you're in town and you're trying to sell these things that you've got a dragon egg, you've got some beholder tentacles, you want to sell them, whatever, there will be some feats for that player who likes to do the bargaining and the trading and that kind of stuff.
could see some beholder eye stalks going for high value.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
High value.
We do have a question from the chat. What is the best tasting egg, Robin?
What is the best tasting egg? I don't know. Imagine. I bet Griffin eggs taste amazing.
Especially right when they come out. Listen,
yeah.
Robin, tell us what this is from.
So all of this product, all combined, all of these things combined. The product will be called The Adventurer's Guide to Loot, Shopping, and Trading. Additionally, you can increase the value of the things that you loot based on the CR of the monsters. So, like, your players fight some, owl bears, they get owl bear loot. That might not be as valuable as, like, an adult dragon, right? Adult dragons are much harder, much more difficult to fight, so that the value of their loot will be higher because of their CR. So there's a table to increase the price based on the CR of the monsters. And then that right there that Rob is showing is just kind of some of the other stuff in there. So like the harvesting nature section will have plants, minerals, gemstones, all that kind of stuff. Sundries was kind of what I was saying earlier, more just generic, mundane things that a DM could say is in a dungeon. Like if the players are like, hey, what's in the desk? You know what I mean? So there will be more options to sort of fill your dungeons with more realistic loot. And then there's food and drink and services and entertainment and like everything you can think of.
All these wonderful things are going to be in this product that will be available. How to these people?
Sorry?
How can people get this?
So initially it'll be a PDF, which will probably release on or around the 1st of November. And then after that, Team Twohy, someone from Team Twohy will do a conversion, and then you'll be able to get it for Fantasy Grounds.
Fantasy Grounds, everybody. You heard it. You heard it. All right, let me... somebody redeemed Street Cam, so let me do that here real quick. Street Cam, and while you guys are looking at the Street Cam, I'm going to actually try to fix... I'm going to try one more time to work on the... what is it? Discord. I'm going to try to fix the... Discord, it's not the, so here's what I'm trying to say. Okay, you guys talk and see if I can hear you.
We're talking.
Okay, now you guys are all working properly, and I can put you back to the right volumes.
To the normal.
Is my mic sounding worse?
No,
better?
It wasn't. No, you guys sound good. It was Discord. It was somehow Discord had my headphones were whacked out, or now it's fixed. Okay, so for those of you wondering what the hell is this, if you watch the show, you know what this is. If you're new, this is the Street Cam out in front of my house, and you can redeem that in the chat, which Tack did earlier. And so we're just taking a look at the sun setting. The street lamp has come on. My porch and garage lights are on. You can fully see the tire marks in my driveway. And those three little black, at the end of the driveway, those three little black dots, those are actually red reflectors, and they're not glued down or anything. They're just sitting there. They've been sitting there for a year and a half, and every once in a while when I go out to the mailbox, I kick them to kind of make them even out, but then people drive on them and they move and whatever. That's what those are. And I used to have a sign that says, "Don't turn around in my driveway, fuckers." But I took that back in.
He's the only one that got a custom-built driveway that's on an angle, too. I like that.
Right. Oh, my God. I was so mad. I bought the house, and the driveway hadn't been put in yet when I bought it. And then they, that fire hydrant is there. So that was part of the rules say you can't come close to the fire, whatever the fuck. So I've got a 3-door garage, well, 3-car garage, but a big door and a small door. So you can picture the small doors on the right where the circle is, where the sewer cap is. And if you want to drive in there, you can't make a straight shot at it. You have to angle it in. Oh, I'm so pissed off. But I don't park there anyway. I park on the side.
I think when the city finishes that road off, they should fix your driveway.
Well, they'd have to move the fire hydrant.
Well, that's all they can then, because they can move it.
I don't know. I don't know what the deal is.
It's technically on your property, and you can make them move it if the street goes further down. You can say, "Get it off my property now."
Yeah, I should look into that. The developer was supposed to start building 140 homes to the right in March, and they didn't do that. So it's already a half a year past that. So we'll see. Anyway, everybody, back to this, which is this is just this like that. We're gonna take Furied Fate's name off, even though it's not really her fault. We're taking her name off because she's not here. She's not here. So thanks everybody for watching. Thanks everybody for coming to the show. This is kind of a. People say this is a no nonsense show. Ours is a nonsense show, which is a lot of nonsense.
It's all nonsense.
It's all nonsense. But we try to do productive things by helping people learn about Fantasy Grounds or learn about new products or stuff like that. So if you guys have questions, if you're new to the show, just type a question in the chat and we'll answer it. You can ask questions about Fantasy Grounds. You can ask questions. You can ask questions about not Fantasy Grounds, but that's not really. That's kind of a jokey thing. But we're not really. We're supposed to be helping you with Fantasy Grounds.
Something. Last night, Rob's character ended in midair.
In the game. Move. I'll tell about that. I want to say what Notham just said. That's a nice fire hydrant you got there. Pity if something should happen to it. So our combat in the Saturday game, Drake is the DM in the game. I'm just a player. And there are how many NPCs in the battle? 30?
Well, there's like 25, I think.
Yeah. So I'm literally like our game is 3 hours, and at about the 2 hour and 50 minute mark, we start this combat. And our rule is usually that we don't end the show unless it's at the beginning. We go through a whole round. We got to start at the beginning of the round. Well, I go, this is going to take a fucking hour. So 15 minutes after, so it was 25 minutes, I'm like twiddling my thumbs waiting for and this is the thing where we were storming a castle and everybody else was inside and I was outside looking at the drawbridge. So I had to run around. I had to dash and get into the castle by jumping over a moat. And my movement ended on a pit. So we literally, and we're not playing next week because Drake won't be available. So for 2 weeks, my character is literally in midair on a pit, but he hasn't fallen down yet. So when my turn starts, I'm going to fall into the pit. It's funny. And that's how you do it. Here's a question. Has anyone ever reached out to Jeff Ashworth about the books he's published to get them into Fantasy Grounds? Well, I am ashamed to say I do not know who Jeff Ashworth is, so let's look him up. Do you guys know who that is?
I'm not familiar, but I Googled.
Oh, Game Master's Book of the Non-Player Characters.
Are these for 5th edition? They look system agnostic. So I'm not...
That's a great question, by the way. Bone Shooter. Here's how this works. I used to be in the game of blindly contacting people that I wanted to get their stuff into Fantasy Grounds. And that road leads to many troubles. I don't want to go into, the 48-minute explanation as to why that leads into trouble, because you would think it'd be just fine. So it's not that you can't do that. It's just that it is a wild, mini forked road to go down that usually results in nothing or a lot of wasted time. So you can, but the best way to do that, because I was hungry for money and I was hungry for jobs, 7 years ago. So I used to try to make myself the guy, right? I would try to contact these people and then make it so that I was the converter. And that just leads to trouble anymore. You can't really do that. So the answer to how to get that done is anyone can reach out to him. And I guess here's his Instagram, and there's ways to and
tell him to get in touch with Smiteworks.
So the answer to who does that, Bone Shooter, is you do that. You contact him and say, hey, have you ever heard about Fantasy Grounds VTT? It's an online gaming platform. It would be great for your material. You should contact them and just give them, Fantasy Grounds email or whatever, and say, if you ever want to get your stuff on the Fantasy Grounds VTT, and maybe send them a link to a video that the demo video, that 30-second video that shows you what Fantasy Grounds does. So that's how you do that. That's a great question. Anyone that ever was wanting to do that, and in most cases, Fantasy Grounds is kind of on top of that. The Star Trek rule set, they were on that. The Alien rule set, they were on that. Hopefully they'll be on the Blade Runner one and many of these other, there's a Monty Python Kickstarter right now, which I was freaking out about. Let's look at that for a second.
While you're pulling that up, I did want to just add on because, like, in this scenario, this Mr. Ashworth has his products available on Amazon, right? That's what like one of the first links was. So it's not something that like we could do and then like sell on DM's Guild, right? Because there's a lot of, like, licensing issues, copyright issues. So Mr.
And
Ashworth,
when I was talking about the mini forked roads, that's what I was getting into.
Yeah.
It's all about,
that's
like,
a deep fork.
Yeah, and anybody that has something like, everybody has to get paid. Like, he has to get paid. The Fantasy Grounds has to get paid. The Converter has to get paid. His wife and his future generations, and everybody has to get paid. So yeah, but I'm glad you asked that question though, because we don't get asked that often, but it's a great question because people are thinking that all the time. Like this Monty Python, I want this to be in Fantasy Grounds, but if it is going to be, it's going to be a while because it doesn't even, when does this? It's not even going to be out till.
It's still on Kickstarter.
Yeah, it's a year till it comes out, so that means another 3 to 4 months minimum that it'll be on Fantasy Grounds if it ever is. But I almost did this Kickstarter because I'm a huge Monty Python fan, and if you're a Monty Python fan at all, just go read this Kickstarter because the description is jam full of jokes.
Like, is this a licensed product?
Yeah, it is. It's totally licensed.
Wow.
Like this mini game that comes in it is called Fetch a Lavage, which is what they said in the movie. Get the cow, Fetch a Lavage. But if you just read this, it's got jokes in the descriptions. Even the name of the game is it's called Co-Curricular Medieval Reenactment Program Role-Playing Game. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. But yeah, I almost, so the PDF, and I've got no reason to promote this except for that I love the material. But I was gonna kickstart the Alien one and I didn't, and the Blade Runner I didn't, and this one I really wanted to, but I'm not because the reason I don't back
Bloody
these,
Peasant Edition.
Yeah, Bloody Peasant Edition.
That's amazing.
Sensible Middle Class Bundle, Public School Bundle, which is the one I would have done. Less Sensible Middle Class Bundle, In My Day Bundle, Not at All Sensible Middle Class Bundle. If you're a fan of Monty Python, you know why those particular phrasings of. And by the way, the actual Monty Python comedy people have nothing to do with this. So props to these writers because they really capture upper class twit bundle shop owner tier. So, but my whole point in showing you this is yet again a list of about a half a dozen RPG bundles that I was going to do. But I ultimately will not do it because my life is not like other people's lives. Like I can't have a bookshelf full of shit that I'll never touch. So if it's on Fantasy Grounds, I would get it right now. And if it ever is on Fantasy Grounds, I'll buy it the first day. But it's these people, it's not Fantasy Grounds, but there's PDF, there's book, and then there's games and you can get extras and tokens, and here's some. I mean, it looks really nice. I mean, this and one of the reasons I almost did just the book was it does look to me to be something that would be a good coffee table book. Like, even if you're not going to play the game, just to read it because it's funny, because the rules all have jokes in them. There's their DM screen.
Head of Light Entertainment. Oh my gosh, that's great.
And this is not just Holy Grail. This incorporates everything they've ever done. The movies, the TV show from the 70s, and now for something completely different. Like everything they've ever done it's all in here. And so it's pretty crazy. So yeah, and they got special dice. One of them has a foot on it. And you can go crazy and get like the special edition book, all the dice, tokens, and this suitcase. That's that game. That's that sort of backgammon-esque. But you got, and there's even
Jumanji looking.
Yeah, there's even in the game. Let me go back up to the picture of they have dice catapults, and then you put the dice in.
Oh my
off
God!
The board and you launch it.
I'd buy it just for that.
So anyway, I'll put the link if people are like, "What the fuck is he?" If you guys, and again, there's no reason for us to even be talking about this Kickstarter except for that it's amazing. And I'm almost like, I still have like 25 days to decide, but I'm almost like going over it on the stream. I'm like, maybe I do buy this, but I'm trying to stop myself. I've backed 80 Kickstarters, 80 Kickstarters, and I have a problem, and I'm trying to not have a problem.
Yes, I try to not even get onto the Kickstarter website because it's dangerous.
Yeah, it's super dangerous. Like I should blacklist Kickstarter on because first of all, Robin, I bought those game shelves that you recommended to me.
Yeah, now they're not available anymore.
No, and they're awesome, and they're full, and
now you can't buy anymore. The company that made them is no longer making them.
No, they're not. But they said they might in the future, but for right now, they're not.
Yeah, it makes me very sad because I need.
All talk about it, and then they'll go, okay, they're available.
I need extensions because mine are full, as you know.
Here's my problem: is I have I have about one. So there's how many sections? 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I have 5 sections across, and they're about 6 feet tall. So 2 of those 5 sections have games on them in the cellophane that I haven't even. I mean, I have a huge problem, everybody.
Yeah, it's.
I've got a real bad problem.
Kickstarter is problematic. Do you remember, like maybe 5 to 10 years ago, there was a website called thisiswhyimbroke.com. Have you ever heard of this website?
I think I started that in my sleep. No, I've never heard of that.
It's very similar. It's like, I can't even explain it. I don't even know if it's still a website anymore, but my husband and I, when we were in the military, so this is how long ago we used to browse this, we would browse this site and be like, oh yes, this is why I would like to be broke. Yeah. I mean, like there's shit on here that you're like, wow, that's really cool. I can't afford that. And then there's stuff on here that is like, I would consider affordable, but definitely unnecessary. But you're like, yeah, I really want that. And I just thought it was the most genius name for a website.
It is genius. I can't believe I've never heard of it.
But yeah, it's just like gadgets.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
all
I
kinds
gotta
of
get this for my bathroom.
Spencer's store at the mall, remember?
Spencer's, yeah, it's the same. Rules
like
for not
it's the
giving
most
a fuck.
Useless shit in the world, but like some of it is so clever, and like I would like to own these things.
I think Gwydion has a version of these in his window upstairs for Halloween. These hologram things.
Yeah, there was something on there a while back that was like $10,000 or something. I don't remember exactly what it was. I want to say it was like a motorcycle or something. But yeah, some stuff's on here. You're like, wow, that's actually affordable, but it's like fucking useless. Like it's just superfluous type stuff. I don't even know how to explain it.
You can tell them, here's something ridiculous. Add that.
Yes. Anything you can see on the internet, you can, submit to them basically. But
I was looking to see if they had, I want to do, like
a DIY vasectomy kit.
$9,000.
Yeah.
Okay, they don't have anything yet.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there's probably some not necessarily safe for work stuff on here, but
rules for not giving a fuck. Oh, nice.
Here. This is $1.2 million.
Oh my God.
It's LED.
That's insane.
It's what? It's electronic LED dice. What?
I want some. You can get much more affordable ones.
Go buy this and let us know what's up.
Pixels dice, I think, is what they're called. They're much more affordable.
What the fuck is this?
It's still out of my price range, but you can get pixel dice for like $250.
iPhone.
What, is that a rocket launcher?
Charging cable. What?
Yeah, this is just, it's so weird, right? But like, there's things on here that I've been like, I really want that.
Yeah.
There's a flamethrower on here once. Like, and the website used to look different, like back in my day. It used to just be like one item on the screen, and you could like click left or click right to like view. So it was more kind of like TikTok, you had to like keep swiping to look at everything. But yeah, it's
and by the way, I punched in minimum $5,000, everybody. That's why all this shit is.
What the heck is that thing?
What?
Right there, the head and the feet.
Oh my God.
Mutated armadillo sculpture, $6,500. It could be yours.
Wow. I like little kid playhouse.
You want to buy some?
That was cool.
You want to buy some?
But anyway, my bad. I didn't mean to derail.
You guys want to? if you guys want to buy something, I mean, come over here to. Let me give you the link to my comic book store. You guys can go buy some comic books. It's $100. It's a $25 minimum plus shipping.
Minimum $25 order.
Free shipping if you order over $100. Thank you. Here's how many comic books do I have? Does it tell me how many I have? I mean, I know, but does it say here? Let's see.
There's a number 52. I don't know what that is.
No, that's the title. So I was wondering. Oh, this is my profile. I was wondering. Let's see. Let me go to my store. Does it say here? Store setup. Does it? Yeah. Okay. So yeah, 1,582 items total, 10,200. If you want to buy them all, it's 10,000. There you go, Robin. Over $10,000.
Over $10,000.
So
it's over 9,000.
I made this graphic. See, it's got my thing.
That's amazing.
These were the first comics I listed on there, except that one, and also except that one and that one. Just the first three and the last one. And hey everyone! I've been collecting since the 80s. I purchased Comic Base, that's the software, in the summer of 2022, June. I just completed entering my entire collection 2 days ago, and now here it is. All Very Fine and Near Mint comics are marked as Very Fine Near Mint per the check mark in the database. People that own the software know what I'm talking about. Anything with a cover date going back to 2010 will most definitely not have been read, taken out of the bag, so those are Near Mint for sure. And I've already received 3 orders. Thank you. 3 sales transactions. Thank you. All right, everybody.
It took you 8 hours to find them. Yes.
Yeah. I spent like 4 days, like waking up and filing comic books, and then like sitting down in the chair and eating a snack and watching a half-hour sitcom because my back hurt and my shoulder hurt, and then back to filing again. It's insane. I mean, okay, all right, let's just take the time, everybody. Let's just go. If you have questions about Fantasy Grounds, go ahead and ask them in the chat. We'll answer them. I'll show you the software. This is not cheap software. This software called Comic Base is not cheap. But it is very much worth it because it has the you can enter the comic books, and it has the picture of the cover, which you wouldn't think would be a big deal until you go to like the Superman third series issue number 6, and it has 14 cover variants. So do you have version A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H? Which one do you have? Well, you can just look at it and you can know. So if you go find other My Comics and go find like that, this is literally the entire list of my collection. It's like 1,541 comics. And some of them have more than one issue. Like I've got double copies and stuff. So you go down here and you look at it all and you can see. And then I can just go right up here to internet and I can go post items for sale on Atomic Avenue. I click one button and it posts them all on that Atomic Avenue site. And then when people buy them, it actually takes them out of the inventory of mine. It's really cool. So I don't have it's all kept track of. And it took me about 4 weeks of just kind of doing a few, like 100 or 2 at a time, sitting here at my desk to enter the whole collection in. And then I still don't have it, but then what I did is I printed divider labels. So then, I print these labels out. Whoops. No, that's not right. Well, you get it, but it would be, hold on, let me go back. So set up divider label. Where's the divider labels? Series I own, and then preview. And I bought these, so then I print those out on the printer, right? And then peel them off and stick them on divider cards. And there were 7 pages of this. So 7 times 30, so 210. Yeah, I got the scanner. I got the scanner right here. I got the scanner. I don't know. I can't. Here, I guess I could show it. Let me go. Let's go here. This is going to be very scary for everybody, you guys. This is going to be very scary. Prepare yourselves to see me with bed head and everything. Where is it? Can't I show? Well, whatever. I guess I don't have that. But yeah, I got the scanner. I was going to try and show my face and hold up the scanner, but I can't even figure out how to do it. Anyway, that's the story. What happened? Robin and Drake left. Did they leave?
No, I'm here.
No.
All right. So yeah, I scanned them in, but it still took forever. You know, you got to scan it. So anyway, what else, everybody? What's going on? Fantasy Grounds.
That's it. That was all I had.
Rob's ramblings.
Check your PMs, Rob.
Okay.
Fantasy Grounds Academy says.
Check your PMs. What's up, Fantasy Grounds Academy? Holy good lord. This is Leroon, founder of Fantasy Grounds Academy, everybody. He says, Dice Show. Dice can be bundled. Dice sets are individual to the buyer. Dice can be gifted. Okay, here's what he's talking about, everybody. He's talking about, let me go look at this here real quick.
Let me just stop this.
So
yeah, that's a good topic.
Yeah, we can talk about this. This is a family. How about instead of Family Grounds, it's Fantasy Grounds? How about that?
Yeah, but
you can do it.
Talking comic books, I'm out. I'm out.
Fantasy Grounds Unity video game. I don't like it.
Yeah, that's debatable.
It's not a video game. It is a virtual tabletop.
I mean, but you play games on it, and it's displayed through the video card of your computer, so...
Yeah.
I'm just playing devil's advocate, that's all.
Just saying. Okay. So for those of you that might not know, I saw this right here, and it looks suspiciously like that guy we were just talking about. I'm like, wait, maybe it is there. So for those that don't know, for $5 a piece, $4.99 plus tax in your area, not tax for me, I don't know. Do you guys pay tax on your Fantasy Grounds for? No, just Drake, right?
Yeah, just Drake. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, anybody in Florida. So
I think we do here in Illinois.
Do you? I don't pay in Washington.
I think so.
So
I don't know. I haven't bought anything in a while.
You guys,
I'm poor.
I don't know. I haven't bought anything. Anyway,
I haven't bought anything in a while.
There's all these. Okay.
All these.
Not that.
Dice packs. You
Dice
buy
packs,
them.
Right.
You get to use them in Fantasy Grounds.
Right.
Regardless if your DM owns them. If you're a player and you're on your DM's table, you get to use the dice pack that you own.
Right.
If you're the DM and you own them, your players do not get to use the dice packs that you own.
It's person specific.
Yes.
The people that are rolling these dice are whoever's purchased. It's genius because last night we're playing and Matakuri rolls his fancy new dice and I'm like, what? And then I see it and that's the genius part of it is it's like viral marketing. Right? you see anyone on your table has these dice, you're like, wait, I gotta get those. And then there's several, and then you go spend. I think Matakuri said it was $26 to buy the whole pack. I think you can buy the bundle. Here, let's look.
Yeah, 26 and change or something.
I really wish if the DM owned a pack, the players could use that pack.
Yeah. So you get 15 or you get 50 cents off. Which
I don't want them touching my dice. They ain't touching my dice. Bring your own dice.
Same as like if the DM owns the player's handbook, the players have access to the player's handbook. Yeah. Like,
so they're $5 a piece, but if you buy all of them, for $30, you would save.
Well, you buy one or two, and you're good to go.
So I'm thinking that I'm gonna guess this bundle costs $26.96. That's my guess. $26.94.
Yeah. What?
Boom! Oh,
you're off by a penny. See,
what? It says subtotal $29.94. Oh yeah, okay.
I'm gonna get that extra penny out of you.
No, because I said it would be $24. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it should be -6. Oh, because I see what they're doing. The discount of 10%. They're cutting it right there. They're truncating. Well, it would still be if you rounded, it would still be $2.99. I don't like it because I've never liked that kind of accounting. I don't like that total accounting because if you buy them individually, they're priced at $4.49. $4.49 times 6 is $26.94. Fantasy Grounds is charging you an extra penny because they're discounting it all 6 as a whole instead of discounting discount. They're not giving you the discount on them individually. They're giving you you think this of Rob, it's a penny. Who fucking cares? I'll tell you why. Because they do this when they pay us our commissions too. So if somebody buys, if somebody goes on Steam and buys, like 20 different products, our commission is based on the total, not the commission for each individual product. And sometimes it does come out to a few cents, and then you multiply that over months and years, and you're missing some dollars, right? I don't know. It's very infuriating. Yeah. It's infuriating. Anyway, before I go back to Lebrun's list, let me just say, I personally do not like these. I even hate dice I just hate dice. I've never been, right. I know. I joined Al Qaeda in 1990. Right. I don't even like, I like dice that we have to use them.
I probably have 100 dice.
That was me clutching my pearls.
In my dice bag, I have 100 dice.
I'm sure I have more than
I have a friend who, if we go to the game store for any reason, he is compelled to buy a set of dice while we're in the building. Like,
10 pounds.
He can't leave unless he buys at least 7 dice. And I'm like,
hang on, wait, listen. I have dice on
Dyson on. That fat old lion has it right. Yeah. No, I bought. So here's the thing. I bought that bag of dice on Amazon, the one that has like 10 sets of every. So it's got like 700 dice. I don't know what it is, but you need them. Dice are a necessary evil. What I'm trying to say, you guys, is I'm atypical, obviously, in many ways, in many ways.
Wow.
But what I'm trying to say is, I'm gonna go back to Lebrun's list. What I'm trying to say is, I do not appreciate, like, as soon as the dice had sounds, I immediately figured out how to turn that fucking sound off.
Yeah, I turned the sound off too.
But I personally am just not a fan of, like, and D&D Beyond, I get 3 emails a week telling me, hey, you can get these dice packs. Fuck that. So I just am so averse to these fucking fancy dice. It's just a money cash grab. I don't like it. But I understand that people do. It's much the same reason I don't watch The One Ring. I saw the Lord of the Rings movies. They were great. They were fine. I don't see watching them 50 fucking times like I do Star Wars. I just don't get it. I get that other people do. I understand that other people besides me do. So anyway, I just want you guys to know that I don't appreciate these dice, and therefore you should appreciate my willing to go over it, because I could have just said, no, I don't want to talk about it.
And like, so that's kind of along the same line. That's my issue with the way that they were handled, because I like them. I think that they're great. I think they're awesome for players who want shiny fucking math rocks in Fantasy Grounds.
Okay,
but
you just upped my appreciation a little more. I went up an iota when you dubbed them math rocks. That is fucking hilarious.
But
I've never heard that.
I will forever complain that they are individual to the person. I don't like that, because I feel like, other than playing a Drake's game, my entire life in Fantasy Grounds, I have always been the DM. I have DM'd since 2015, since I bought the software, right? And I very rarely have been the player. So my players have access to everything I own. They've pitched in, but I buy everything. Everything's on my account, right? For Fantasy Grounds. So my players have never had to be like, oh, I need to buy Tasha's for myself. No, it's just, hey, Robin, can you buy Tasha's? Here's $10. I'll help you get it for your account. So like everything for Fantasy Grounds that my play group uses, I own. So why can't I buy the fancy dice skins so that my players can use them? Like that's the big complaint I have. It's just so different from the way that Fantasy Grounds has done everything up to this point. That's my big complaint with it.
Further along the lines of what you're saying, I'm particularly pissed off because I'm just of the opinion. I get why they're doing it. They need to make money, and you can't begrudge a business for trying to make money. That's what businesses do. But I'm a particular proponent of them they should have included those dice in the art packs. I pay $50 a year to get the art, and I don't see why the dice couldn't have been part of that. Except the only reason it's not is because then they can just sell them extra and make money. I mean, I get it, but anyway, let's go through his list. So dice can be bundled. We know that dice sets are individual to the buyer. That's a particular sore point. Dice can be gifted, which is kind of cool. So maybe Robin's players can give her the fucking dice. That would be nice of them. Dice will key off damage types depending on the rule set. Interesting. Smiteworks is working on the ability to assign custom dice appearances to damage types. Check the FG Forums labs. That's interesting. I mean, I don't give a fuck, but if you're into these dice, that is a cool thing. At least they're trying to do. Dice cannot be skinned by third parties yet. I think Leyrun is saying that's maybe a thing that will be happening in the future. By the way, you said dice show, Leyrun. We're doing it right now. There was much frustration and confusion when people impulse purchased the dice, not realizing that the fancy dice can only be used per user and not shared. Yeah, see, we were just talking about lots of angry and embarrassed users. I wonder, I'll bet you Smiteworks, though, I will say one thing about Smiteworks. I used to work with them. Not for them, but with them. And I still do in ways, but I'm not officially. But they are very good about customer service. If you complain that you're like, hey, I didn't get that, they'll give your money back. They'll totally give your money back. The dice tray can be moved. You have to mouse over the left side of the D20. Okay, I don't know if that was... Is that new, Leyrun? I thought you could do that before.
Yeah, no, that's brand new too. Just this update.
Some people are upset that the dice are not sizable. Oh, speaking of that, remember, Drake, I said I do appreciate the larger size. The dice are now larger. They appear to be maybe 20% larger. There are a couple of extension errors associated with the new dice. We don't know which. Okay. Yeah, so, buy and use at your own risk. But I will say, when Matakiri wrote his... And then... So, Drake, you have one set, right? But yours don't have effects. No. Yours are just the colors.
Yeah, no, I didn't buy anything yet.
Oh, so that's the one that comes with.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I just changed them to purple or whatever.
Oh, so let's get in here. Let's get in maybe the... I was unaware. So maybe, I think they give you a set. I think they, it's like cocaine. Here, take these. And then... if you want more, you got to scratch the inside of your elbow and go talk to Trevor, who sells them on the corner.
Well, the coolest things of the update is that they gave us the percentile die. That is 100% like totally awesome right there.
Yeah.
You don't have
see
to...
what you did there.
Winnick
100% totally awesome.
Yeah.
So
100%.
Yeah. So totally. This is... I just loaded up Fantasy Grounds with no eccentric. So this is the way... What? Oh, it's covering up... What the fuck? What the fuck? It covers up the thing? Can you move the dice?
Hover to the left side, Rob, and unlock it. Right there. Unlock it, and then go between the dice until it turns into an arrow, and then drag it. To the left, yeah, right up there by the D20 somewhere, usually. Yeah, unlock it, and then drag it.
Yeah, you drag and hold the... You can do it. You can do it.
I think it's your modifier box is in the...
Are you using
extension?
There
you go.
Oh, you got it.
I'm going to put them there where they go and then lock them. Okay, so that's a problem averted. Now, if you go to the color wheel, this is where the dice are. So in Fantasy Grounds, this is what you have. Now I'll tell you here. I'm going to go over what I don't personally like. So and then here's what they do. It's like, oh, there's different. Oh, go to the store, buy. Go to the store, buy the fucking bundle, whatever you have to do.
If they put in the option to test it right then.
Yes, like
to roll it and test it. I would probably already bought 2 or 3.
If somebody asked them to do that's a great idea. They should have, give me 5 free rolls.
This is just gonna exacerbate the problem.
It's gonna make it worse. So I like the, this is the color I like it. And now again, you can still go to here and if you go to the default dice, you can still make them any color, right? You can still do that.
But they've split it now, so the left side will change your pointer color, including the highlight around your token on a battle map and all that. And the right side will change your default dice colors and text color. But once you change to one of the fancy dice skins, you can still change your pointer color there on the left side. Right. But you don't get any color control over the skins.
Right. So if you want to skin your dice, it's all going to be black, or that one was red.
It's whatever the color the dice skins are.
Whatever the fuck they tell you it is.
There's not a single one of these packs has pink dice. Not one. There's no fucking pink dice in all of the sets. There's purples, no pinks. And I am outraged that there's no pink dice.
Pink is hard to do.
No, I disagree, sir.
So, and he even put a nice emoji there with a D20. He should have called this shit show. That's what he should have called it. Because
there's so many colors missing, right?
Right.
Anybody in chat, is your favorite color green? Because the only green options you have in here is like a earthy green or a minty green. Oh, that's it. There's no traditional green.
This is like 100% the result of 2 or 3 people's input.
There's no red dice. All the fire dice are fucking orange.
This is like there's no red. John and Doug and maybe 1 or 2 more people going, hey, what do you guys think we should do? And then they're like, good, it's good enough. Let's put it out. And now I imagine in the future, and I'm not so sure, these guys are kind of evil geniuses. I'm not so sure they didn't do that on purpose so people wouldn't complain. And they go, oh, okay, great. And then a month from now, you get the fire set. Or, for Robin, the My Little Pony sets. They're all pink.
I will happily take a fucking pink set with like some sparkle trails. But I can't be the only person. That's what I don't care what you call it. I find it very hard to believe that I'm the only person who uses Fantasy Grounds in the whole world of people that use Fantasy Grounds that would like pink sparkly fucking dice. I just don't believe that. I don't think that I'm the only person who would want that.
I know 3 females that play Fantasy Grounds, and they all want pink.
Inaccurate.
They all want pink.
No, I have seen tons of Fantasy Grounds streams with ladies, but it's not even a gender thing because there's tons of guys out there that like pink. There's nothing wrong with pink.
Oh, I think you misunderstood his statement. Drake did not say there are only. He says he knows. He's just demonstrating his lack of personal knowledge of people.
And that's fine. That's fair. I'm very upset that there's no pink, there's no true red, the green options, there's no just regular green. Because they themed them all on energy elements or whatever you want to call that. But I think they should make one more set that's just dice that sparkle or whatever, and they're more primary color, primary green, primary red, primary blue, and they're not elementally themed. I think that set alone would probably be the best seller because it's more generally people will find a color in there that they like. You know what I mean? Most people log in on a table and they just change their pointer and dice color to whatever their favorite color is, right? So we don't need fire dice and lightning dice and that, and the other. We just need a primary set of sparkly colors with all the primary colors. And you know what I mean? Then everybody would be happy. That's all I'm saying. Something that's more universally applicable to all players.
Not Moscow Pause. Bone Shooter is appreciating that now in addition to Rob, we also have Robin who rants. This is amazing.
I rant all the time.
I know you do. It's amazing. It's one of the reasons.
Yeah, I used to do when I would stream on Twitch. I have had lots of rants about 5th edition bullshit and all this stuff. People used to clip these things on my Twitch channel. There might still be clips on my Twitch channel of me just fucking raging about the stupidest shit. This is not the first time this will ever happen. I'll tell you that right now.
Wait, so the chat, a couple people in chat are saying that ads are popping up. What do you guys mean? Do you guys mean that you're watching the show and then just ads are in your face all of a sudden?
So basically, Rob, because they kind of revamped the ad settings for partners and affiliates. So if you wanted to, for example, like people who subscribe to your channel, if you want them to not see ads because they're subscribers, you have to click a button now and say, don't play ads to my subs, for example.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yes. Yeah, there's like a toggle
Let's go fix
for that.
Everybody, how do you do it? Do you know how to do it?
Yeah, so go to your Twitch dashboard.
Okay, Twitch dashboard. Everybody, Twitch dashboard, everybody.
I usually type like dashboard.twitch.tv. I think we'll get you there.
I think this gets me there.
Yeah, you got it. Hang on, I gotta make it.
Analytics, that's new. Through this. Charity's active, everybody. Red Cross. Okay. Is it?
So you want to go to
settings?
Try settings. Yeah. Nope, it's not in there. Maybe it's under the analytics category. Nope. Fuck. Okay, let me pull mine open and then I can walk you through this. Sorry, bear with me.
I'm looking for something that says ads.
Sorry. I'll get you there.
2 to 8 ads is too much. Wow, that is a lot. Affiliate. Okay, affiliate. Where's affiliate? Okay, here we go.
Yeah, you got it.
Ad-free watching. Allow subscribers to watch your content ad-free. Yeah, I had that checked.
Oh, that's so weird that your viewers.
So the people that are seeing ads are not followers. That's why.
Not subscribers.
You got to subscribe.
That's weird. I'm subscribed to you, and I got the ad though. That's so weird.
That is weird. How can I see a list of my subscribers? Can I do that?
I'm pretty sure I'm still subbed. Oh, I'm not subbed anymore.
I know. That, I know that I can go to. I can go here and go to members.
I'm not. What? My sub expired. Hang on, let me fix this. Maybe that's why I saw the ad.
I can go to Twitch subscribers. So if you're on this list, you shouldn't be seeing ads. Robin, I don't see your name here.
I'm resubbing right now. I didn't realize.
So I guess I'm sorry, everybody. I didn't know. I mean, that's you can't blame me for that. That's Twitch. They're basically saying, "Hey, fuckers, throw us money, or you got to watch these ads." I don't know. Yeah! Fantasy Grounds Academy just resub. I think Robin's gonna resub. And by the way, you guys, if you happen to be a member of Amazon Prime and you have not used it for another channel, you can sub to me for free. Amazon Prime members get 1 free sub a month on Twitch. Thank you, Robin.
Yes.
Robin's like, thank me. I don't want to watch ads.
On the topic of the dice, I do want to point out that I didn't think they were very disruptive like I thought they were going to be on the table.
No, they are not. I will admit that. They're
like pretty for a second, and then you don't see them.
The first couple times, so what happened was Matakuri threw them, and then didn't somebody else also have pretty dice? Or was that, that was you, Drake, and then I thought, hey, that's cool, and you go, no, that comes with it. Because Drake was like, I haven't bought anything.
Okay, Rob, Garfster was saying that you can recolor the... Oh, you don't own them. Never mind. They're saying that the metal dice are recolorable, but as far as I understood, they are not.
Oh, yeah, they are.
The elemental basics are.
No. The elemental basics are absolutely not recolorable. But this one, the default one is just your default. Now, wait a minute.
Yeah. It's the same.
I didn't hit okay, that's why. So, yeah, let me go red here. Yeah, so then,
I don't want to buy the metal ones.
So maybe if you own the metal ones, you can recolor them a little bit, maybe? Okay.
Oh, the metal ones.
That's what I'm saying. If I could play with them a little bit, I probably would have already bought them. You know, if I could roll them and go...
Yeah, like I want to see without buying them.
Well, so here's what happened.
That's why I'm not a huge Patreon type
Here's what happened was you could have... I don't know if it's still true now.
They're saying it's denoted by the palette icon over the dice. So you see on the right half of the metal dice, they have a palette icon. That means you can change the color.
So no,
none of the rest of the dice, just those metal ones.
This was true, and I actually did this on a show a couple weeks ago. We went into the test version, and these were all here, or 3 of them were. Like the first 3 were here, and we played with them. We did do that. Robin, you must not have been here.
No, I was here, but when we messed around with them on stream, I don't think we could recolor them, or we didn't
notice. Well, it's only this set, right? We didn't notice. And
I don't know.
Not knowing, just not having it in my mindset about these palette markers, I probably wasn't paying attention to that, and I went, oh, this one doesn't work, and then I probably stopped. I'm like, yeah, none of these work. And we probably could have done it down here, but I didn't know.
Yeah.
Because I read left to right. I don't know about you guys, but I do left to right.
But like the metal ones don't have sparkle effects, so I still can't have pink sparkly dice. That's all I'm saying.
Aura cast light is what that means. Aura chant earth. Yeah, okay. Oh,
but still, I think, I don't know if I have to write a letter to Doug or whatever, but I really think that they should just come out with a set that's like all these primary normal color, like a red, pink, brown, blue, purple, green, yellow, like all the normal regular colors, give them a sparkle, glowy effect, whatever, and then just call that like the primary set or something like that.
Dear Doug. Robin, this is going to be your entire email. That's what it's going to look like. Dear Doug Davison, pink. Subject dice, pink, and then just send. Oh, now that's going to be a draft, and I have to go delete that draft. Son of a bitch. Gmail.
It's purple.
I love Gmail. Gmail's the
Wild.
Best. I don't know how to do it. Right here, like that. Gmail's the best, everybody. Well, this is coming from a guy who used to use Yahoo Mail, and then before that, AOL. So you can imagine how much I appreciate Gmail. Revenue, Twitch.
I use Outlook.
What's this? Analytics. What's this? Overview. What is this? Welcome to the new analytics, everybody. I don't want to read this. I got to read that later. I'll leave that screen open. All right, we're not buying the dice. Boo. Thank you, Leroon, by the way. Thank you for the show idea, which we just did. So now it's done. I should retitle this Dice. We hate dice. Unicorn fart dice set. All right, listen. I'm going to tell you guys something. We've been streaming for an hour.
Oh, so now we can add sounds to our dice? Oh, great. Diablo Bob and his...
You want to add sounds?
Fuck yeah.
Robin, there's no pink dice.
Fuck you. I'm aware. All right, I'm going to put something in Discord for you to show your chat.
Okay.
All right. These colors are pink. Okay? Those are pinks.
Here,
pinks.
Let's get this. Now,
the dice in Fantasy Grounds are purples.
So I'm going to tell you something. To me, true pink is either the one on the right or the next one to the left of it.
No, that's light pink.
Okay, yeah, this is pink.
And the one in the middle is like
fuchsia.
What most people would call hot pink, fuchsia, magenta.
Pink. Actually, my two favorite colors in the world are that hot pink in the middle and black, but they have to be
mine is either together. That far right pink or the far left pink, which I would call like watermelon, right? That's like a watermelon pink. Yeah. The next one over is salmon. That's like a salmon.
Yeah, salmon.
Then magenta, fuchsia, whatever you want to call that one in the middle. Then you have light pink and then true pink. Far right. That's like pink. Just fucking pink.
Colorblind people are going, fuck you guys. That's all great.
I think it's burning into my brain.
So yeah, I was saying
I gotta look away.
My two favorite colors are black and hot pink, but only if they're used in conjunction with each other. Like I had an improv t-shirt. The t-shirt was black and the improv logo was hot pink, and I wore that shirt till it fucking disintegrated. I loved it.
I'm a big fan of just like pink, watermelon pink. Like I love that. Like I don't know, it's my favorite color. I can't fucking help it, and I want pink dice. I have my second favorite color is gold, so like I'll take orange as a substitute, I guess. But like all the dice I buy for myself are either pinks, gold dice, like, and sometimes I'll get some like green or like naturey looking dice because I usually like to play a lot of druids. But yeah, no, I have like a fuckload of pink dice because pink's the best color.
Let's
on Earth,
uninstall some more Steam
in my
games,
opinion.
you guys. Let's uninstall some more.
I'm done complaining about it. I'm sorry, chat.
Uninstall. So what I'm doing... whoa. Would you like to uninstall? Yeah, uninstall. What I'm doing, guys, is I have a RAID drive, and I moved all my Steam games to the RAID drive, and then it was awesome because of storage, but then it was too slow, and then now I'm just gonna install mine
1, 2.
as I need them. Look how many. Drake has 3 Steam games. I have like 100.
No, I have 6.
You
I
have
have
6.
6.
Okay,
I have Atlas. Wait, Dungeon Alchemist does that count?
I have 1 million.
New World,
Never Ending Dungeon,
Settlement Survival, Stranded Deep, and V Rising. That's
the
it.
the alpha test of Never Ending Dungeon. I don't know if you guys are on that list. Let's give away a prize. How about that?
What?
Wait,
I dare you, Rob? I dare you to give away one of the dice.
I'm gonna give away a dice set. No, fuck no, I'm not gonna do that. That's funny. You're funny, Robin. You're so funny. You're very
Maybe
funny.
one of these days I will. When they add a set that has pink dice.
Yeah, only one.
You guys fucking quote me on that right now. If Smiteworks makes a set that actually has a shade of pink, not purple, pink dice in it, like with fancy glow effects and sparkles, I will give one away on the show. Hands down. I 100% will do that.
Nice. All right, here we go. We're just going to give away our normal Dungeon Masters Guild or Forge certificate. Where the fuck did I come up with that? Anyway, guys, type in the chat.
It's certificate.
Exclamation pink.
Thanks, Rob. They were trying to get you to do pink dice.
Yeah.
And if you really think that Rob should have a set, then buy him a set, and he has to be a completionist.
Oh my
and
god!
Have to get the other ones.
If somebody gifts me a set, that means I have to use it. So then there you go, everybody. If you want
noted.
to laugh at me on stream, and if people buy me a set, I'll be like, I'll say your name every time I roll dice. I'm gonna be like, this dice courtesy. Oh, yeah, fuck. Please don't do it. All right, people are entering. Oh, you guys. I was going to type. I know I saw a pink dice in the chat, but I was too lazy. That's 4 more ticks of the keyboard. I couldn't do it. Your stream is still running. Yeah, I get it. I know that.
Makes fart sounds when it's rolled.
Oh my god, Diablo Bob, an extension to make different sounds when dice are rolled. Yeah, he's on it. Okay, the winner of the prize is...
Oh no, because then Bob would make them say, fuck yeah, every time you rolled them.
Did you see the...
Rob, after you draw the winner, go to play the Darth Vader thing.
Oh, the
one I posted with Bob as Darth Vader pushing the buttons. It's in Saturday's game.
Oh, but is it No, I'm Your Father?
No, it's when he goes in the crapper. The clip I made. Did you not see it?
Oh,
it was
no,
hilarious.
I'll have to go look. I'll go look. Okay, so the winner is, boom. The winner is the person that suggested the pink dice. I think it's great. GWD, nice. You know what to do. You've won before. But I will tell anybody, if you win a prize from the show, here's what you do. This is what you do, like that.
You have a slide and everything.
Slide for it. If you win a prize, you, number 1, choose a prize from the DM's Guild or the Forge. No packages, single items only. 2, send Rob a PM. That's personal message in Discord. You guys are on the Discord. 3,
or
include the
message.
item. Huh?
Or private message.
Private message, yeah. Is that what it really stands for?
I think so.
Oh, I personal message. I think you're right.
I always call it private message.
I thought they were private message.
It is a private message.
I'm sure it's both.
Send me a same time.
Yeah.
Who cares?
DM me. I don't like that because of Dungeon Master.
And this is what the kids message, if you will.
The kids say, you slipped into my DMs. I don't like it. It's very upsetting. Number 3, include the item that you wish and your email for DM's Guild product or your Fantasy Grounds forum name. You don't have to do what most people do, is send me both, which is, I don't know why. People just aren't thinking. Do this now. Don't wait. Do it now. Diablo Bob, do it now. And by now, I mean, within a few minutes. What used to really frustrate me was I would give away prizes, and then my thing is I shut the stream down, and then I sit there and I stare at my Discord and I wait. I wait for someone to PM me here. DM, PM, private message. And then, and what is this? New Activities Nitro Beta. You now have access to activities and voice channels. Should I hit learn more? I don't want to do that now. I want to wait. I don't want to do that on stream because I might fuck it up. Also, I'm not going to do this on stream because I might fuck it up. So I've got like, I started streaming thinking, oh yeah, good. I'm going to go relax on Sunday night after the stream. Now I got 17 things of homework to do already. All
homework.
Right. Homework. It's homework. This job. Okay. What's AIM? AOL Instant Messenger. Yeah. People know. Foot massage. Foot massage. I'm trying to make that message.
AOL gave away. I remember that. Yes.
Yes.
Primatine Mist. How about Prime Minister, like PM, like
yes, Prime Minister.
Do you guys know about Liz Truss and her whole 44-day thing? Did you guys?
Well, isn't it like PM, like the AM and PM?
Post-meridian.
Post-meridian and anti-meridian, yeah. You guys know about Liz Truss? She was Boris Johnson quit, and then this is in England, right? And then Liz Truss was the prime minister for 44 days, and now Boris Johnson's trying to be prime minister again. It's insane. It's like
I don't know.
I don't know.
Live
Yeah.
Across the pond.
You're better off. Just don't know. Okay, guys. Dice. I'm closing this. Thank you, Leroon. That was a good look. Leroon, you guys. Leroon's awesome. He took the time to type out
that was amazing.
He typed out a whole fucking he typed out this whole thing. I mean, that guy's.
It's even like spaced and formatted, and it's Discord. So,
by the way, if there are any new viewers, which if there are new viewers by now, an hour and 11 minutes in, they're gone. But if there are new viewers of this show, of this program, or if you're watching on YouTube, you should go to fantasygroundsacademy.net.com. Let's find out. I think both work. Let's see. Fantasy Grounds Academy. Let's try com. First of all, I didn't spell it.
You gotta spell it right, but you got Academy.
Catamaran. Academy. FantasyGroundsAcademy.com. Let's try that. Yes. Okay, let's try net. Let's see if net works. Did he buy net to go with it? Let's find out.
If you're trying to learn Fantasy Grounds, you have to go there.
FantasyGroundsAcademy.com. Here's what it is.
That's the only place you can go.
.com is expensive. Have you guys looked? Did you guys know that there are people on the internet that will buy a domain name and just fucking sit on it and do nothing with it and charge egregious amounts of money for you to buy it
That's
from
been
them?
a thing ever since 1994 when they.
I hate it.
Now, I'm going to tell you something. I think the record is the guy that purchased business.com for $70 sold it for $1 million.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was a thing. I thought I was actually going to get into that.
Oh, the stream can't see this. Your web browser.
Me. What in the fuck is happening? Oh, yes. I'm so sorry, everybody. God damn it. I don't know how to fucking do anything.
We need it. We need like a technical difficulties sound bite to play while you're changing screen.
So, yeah, I think the closest to that would be that one, or maybe this one.
No, just like elevator music.
Oh.
Yeah, please wait one moment.
So anyway, FantasyGroundsAcademy.com, everybody. This is where you go to learn Fantasy Grounds. It's free, and they got like 10 billion people there. I might be exaggerating a little bit. And it's so amazing. You can go there, and they have classes, and go meet Leroon, who's the guy that's Fantasy Grounds Academy in the chat right now. And then that's how you do it. Okay?
Wow, that's not very nice.
GWD, can I dox your info and give you your prize now, or would you rather I wait? I'll leave it up to you. Sometimes people don't care if you do that, and I can give him his prize live. And I can get, Diablo Bob, the Jaws sound, yeah. Oh, I don't have the Jaws sound on my thing, but I do have it.
GWD says, sure, no problem.
Does he say sure, no problem? Okay, cool.
Sure, no problem.
Sure, no problem.
End
Let's
quote.
Go to documents, sounds. Nope. Let's go to downloads. Right here. Jaws Wave. Mana. That's it. All right, let's do it. So, hi Rob, just one on the show. Can you send me the complete offensive package NPC threat fields? Yes.
Nice.
That is a good one. Watch what happens, everybody. I go here like this. I go over here like that. Over here like this. And I go to Fantasy Grounds Forge. Like that. And I go to NPC threat fields. These are, by the way, if you go to the Rob Twohy Fantasy Grounds Forge page, I will tell you that these are ranked. These are in order of reverse sales. So the worst selling item is first. I did that on purpose to kind of introduce people to what people might not know is there, or whatever, because most people have a hard target search. Like, I'm going to get the Rob Twohy module updater. They know what they're going after, and they go and they scroll all the way down to the bottom. All right, what am I doing?
NPC threat fields.
Because there's 3 of them. There's 3 offensive package ones. All right, so let's go back. Threat fields.
3 big packages.
3.
What?
NPC threat fields. So now what I do is I go to that product, and I say gift. And by the way, everybody, you guys can all do this. If you have a dungeon master and you want to gift them stuff, you can gift stuff.
You sure can.
On the DM's Guild, the best way to do that is to like buy gift certificates. But here you can gift directly. You can put your DM's name in there, your DM's Fantasy Grounds Forum ID. That's what you have to put in there. And you go like that. Yep. Boom. Confirm. Gift receiver not found. What? See, this is good though, because it's... Did I do it wrong? Oh, I put a leading space. I put a leading space. You can't do that. A leading space. Can't do it. You have to go like that, and then you have to go like that, and you have to go like that. Ah, see? Confirm. Boom. Done.
Success.
Now, here's the thing. If you go to your inventory, and you can go to... what is hidden? I don't know what that is. You can go to your purchase history.
Pending gifts.
And you can go to pending gifts, and you can see someone has sent you a gift, and then you can click on it. Why is my purchase history empty? Oh, there it is. Holy shit. Yeah, my purchase history is not empty. 214. But it has a lot of gifter stuff in there, whatever. I don't know. What's hidden? Does that show? That's nothing. Inventory. There's everything like that. It's like that.
Wowzers.
Well, I have, as you know, I have 30. Oh God, I hate this. So I go to manage craft, right? And I want to like, oh, Rob Twohy module. Okay, let's scroll down. Oh, right. I can't. I got to go next. Or I got to come up here and I got to make it like 50 so I can scroll all the way down. I have to do that every single time I go to the page. And it's maddening. And I've complained about it. And they basically, when they don't talk to me, I don't hear them as just not talking to me. What I hear is, fuck you, Rob. We're not going to fucking pay attention to you. That's what I hear in my head. What else, you guys? Downloads? What do I get? Fantasy Grounds Unity? Steam? No. Fantasy Grounds Classic? Why do they still have that? Oh my God, get rid of that. Available rule sets.
There's still a couple of people I see streaming on Classic.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I understand. If you bought it a long time ago, why would you want to upgrade? I was in that camp for quite a while. It took me a long time to warm up to Unity.
Yeah, but are you still using your iPhone 2? I mean, come on.
No, but I mean,
at some point you gotta get.
If you own an Ultimate license, Fantasy Grounds is expensive. Y'all can't lie about that. You know, it's a little pricey, especially when you factor in. I mean, I know that the modules and stuff roll over with once you upgrade to Unity, but still, some people, you know, maybe it's out of their affordability to upgrade.
Yeah,
you don't know.
That's true. I don't know. GWD has accepted your gift. It's like, boom. Like that. Oh my God! Ticket to Ride.
As a gaming group, it's really not that expensive.
Yeah, you know? I agree. I mean, my players chipped in on my Ultimate license, so
we're streaming.
It works out.
Board Game Arena.
I mean,
it's your turn on 78 game tables.
There's less pizza you got to pitch in on too. That's for sure.
Yeah, right. Pizza. Okay, we don't need this right now. Close that like that.
I drink far less soda playing Fantasy Grounds than I did live.
Yes.
There, that one.
Let's watch it.
Diablo Bob as Darth Vader.
Uh-oh. Is it one of these? Flip the switch or... Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I did see this. All right, we're gonna maybe get DMCA'd if we go too far. So that
I learned the hard way not to watch YouTube videos on Twitch.
That's the the Fantasy Grounds Classic runs on my TRS-80. Hi Jumper, what's up, Hi Jumper? So that refers to me, but way more so Diablo Bob in our game, Saturday game.
Isn't that a calculator?
Get Robin.
A TRS-80?
Well, I was about to make fun of you, but I'm not gonna do that because it is just a glorified calculator. But
isn't it though?
No, it's not. It was this Radio Shack.
Okay. I'm thinking of something else.
Yeah, it was. Oh, I thought.
What are those fancy calculators?
I thought someone's selling one for $8. I'm buying it. I used to have one of these. I had this computer. Oh my god, that fucking dog.
That's where they had like model numbers with the letter T in them.
Hold on, I got.
Yeah, I know the calculator, the Texas Instrument one.
Yeah, TI. That's what they are. TI something
TI,
something
Texas
numbers. Yeah.
Hold on, I'm opening my.
That's what I was thinking of.
Oh fuck! Return 10/23. 7:21 p.m. I'm keeping notes. This dog.
Do you remember the serial number of your TRS-80? What?
No, I don't know. No, I'm writing down in my notepad the dog. So I had one of these, and I wrote. I've told this story before. I typed in basic programming, a horse racing. I bought like in the back of a newspaper or someplace. This was in 1985. I bought this horse racing program for like $30 or whatever. How to win horse racing, right? And it was this little book. I still have this booklet. I have it. I found it the other day in my garage. And then I made a basic program out of it. And you would get the racing form and you type in the horses, like, their last 3 races and whatever, and all this information. And then it would tell you it would tell you what to bet. And it would tell you only bet on winners that are long shots or whatever. It was very specific. And I started with $100. Now remember, this is 1985. So think about how much money was worth, almost 40 years ago. I started with $100 and I built that up to $1,500 over the course of like 12 races. Because I was in White Sands Missile Range, New Mexico. I was in the Army.
You could have bought a house with that money.
$1,500, I don't know, but
just kidding.
I could have bought a car for sure, but
for sure.
But I Las Cruces, New Mexico, there was a racetrack. I don't know if it's still there. I think it was called Sundowns, and I went there on like the weekends, right? And I just by myself, and I was like 1985. I was 19 years old, and so I built that $100 up to $1,500. And it was very specific, like only bet this on this, only bet this on this. And then I got crazy and went off the rails one time. And it told me to make this specific bet. And I thought, well, it wouldn't hurt to make it this particular way. So I bet all $1,500. Had I done what that program told me to do, I would have made like 10 grand. Instead, I lost it. I lost all the money.
Oh no.
So then years later in the 90s, I did day trading. And I did that for a year. I started with $2,500, and at the end of the year, I had $2,500. So I do these things that everybody else does, but I don't know how to do it. Anyways, I had this computer, you guys. I had it. I'm gonna say, of course, life is different now, and we have the internet, and computers can do crazy things. But I'm gonna say that in my lifetime, typing on a keyboard at any point between birth and now, I was the happiest when I was typing on this. Not because of life circumstances. I was in the fucking Army. I fucking hated every day. But I just was so thrilled. This was something that we used in high school, and I just wanted it, and I got in the Army, and I had a little bit of money, and I could afford to buy it. It was like buying a house or a car for people. I was so happy. And I can't even remember the circumstances of where this went. It might have even just gone in a dumpster. I don't know. Don't know. That's a long time
Yeah,
ago.
That's like my computer that I had in the Army. I have no idea where it ended up.
And mine was it would look like this. Wait, where'd that go? Yeah, it looked like this. Only I had the no. Why doesn't it show? Fuck me. Yeah, I had the model though that had the green chroma key. So instead of white, the ones we used in high school were like this, like white. But the one I bought had the green screen, and so I thought that was so sophisticated and so much. But Robin, you're very close when you say that. In addition to being, it used to be able to do the basic programming language and then store information. But besides those two things, it was very much just almost a calculator. And yeah, it was insane. I think it cost like, I'm gonna say it cost like $1,000 at the time or something. It was insane.
Which was like a full month's worth of your pay in the Army.
Oh no, when I was in the Army, I think I would have been an E4, and I think my monthly pay was in some like 700 or something. It was fucking crazy. Here, let's do it. Let's go to 1985 military pay schedule. Let's figure it out.
E4.
Let's figure it out. E4. Yeah. Oh, boom! Boom! I was exactly right.
Wait.
That's how much.
Well, you probably had over 2 years.
No.
You?
This was no. I went in. So okay, I joined the Army in prior to my senior year of high school. So when I went to basic training, I started as an E2, and I got promoted to E4 within like 18 months. Nothing unprecedented. Doesn't happen. But I was the fucking man. And then I left,
baby.
And then I was an E4 for the rest of the time I was in the Army. And that's not true. I left the Army as an E4P, and I've told that story before about how they offered me so much fucking money. I said, "Fuck you, I'm not."
I also left the Army as an E4.
Huh? I did too.
P.
I was a P.
I was a P6.
They didn't offer me enough that I said I wanted to stay. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, so if I would have stayed, I would have made $55,000 cash in 1987.
That's amazing.
And that's how much I fucking hated the Army, as I told us. So they offered me $5,000 cash, and then there was this thing. I'm not going to tell the whole entire story because I've told it before, but there was this thing I did to make a 7-part form, a 3-part form, and they give you 10% of a year's savings, and it would have been $500,000. So they would have given me $50,000, but you have to be on active duty status to collect the money, and bureaucracy and long time, and it takes this long to get your money. But if I would have re-upped for 2 more years, they only asked me to re-up for 2 years, and I would have made $55,000 plus my regular whatever. And then fuck that. I fucking hated the Army. I got a lot of respect for the military people. I mean, I was in the military, for God, but no, it's not for me. Robin loved it.
I did. I wish I had stayed in longer.
Yeah. And then there's the whole part of my life where the guy that convinced me to join the Army, same individual who got me into comic collecting, Scott.
That's my husband's name.
We joined together on the buddy system. 2 weeks into basic training, he quit. 4 months later, he joined the Air Force, and he retired from the Air Force. What a dick. Talk about what a dick.
The Air Force.
I just saw him a couple years ago. He lives in Texas, but he came home to visit his mom, who still lives here in Spokane. And we went out to dinner or whatever. And he said, I really wish I lived in Spokane, Rob, and I miss you, and you're so much fun, and you're so funny. And I said to him, too bad you didn't think that in 1984, you fucker. Because he left. What he did is he kept bumping into like drinking fountains in the hall and door frames, and he claimed he had double vision so that he could get kicked out. He was fucking lying.
1985, I had a pair of parachute pants. That's for sure, Larry.
No, I did too.
I wasn't even alive yet, you guys.
I had parachute pants. They were black, and when you unzip the gold zippers, they were like maroon inside. This was before MC Hammer, I will have you know. MC Hammer didn't come out till like 1989. Robin, we're super old, but we have life experience.
I mean, I'm I'm not super old, but I'm not super young either, and I have life experience too.
No, Robin, you're in your mid-30s. You are super young, I will tell you.
I mean,
now,
I
Gen
wouldn't
Z person
consider
isn't
that
going to
super
agree with
young.
us, but you're super young.
I wouldn't consider that super young. Super young to me is like 18, 19, 20, like 20s somethings, you know?
First of all, I have very specific philosophies about the human condition. I don't think you're a person until you have email. So let's just start with that. So also, if I was president for a day, under age 18, not allowed to leave the house except to go to school. No exceptions.
See, under 20 kids, that's my friends' kids' ages, so that's what they are to me. They're my friends' kids. They're around that age, so.
Just think about it this way.
Young.
A person born in 2001 is old enough to drink right now. Just let that sink in. Okay. I was born in the 80s.
A person born in 2004, prior to October 23rd, you can have sex with.
Yeah, that's wild. Because to me, I think I was born in the 80s. I grew up in the 90s. Like, I graduated in the early 2000s. But kids who were born when I was in high school are old enough to drink now. Like, that's, to me, that doesn't make me feel young. I don't feel young at all. I have 3 kids, you guys.
Yeah.
Like, in some ways, I'm not that young, really.
So
does that make sense?
What are you when you're 15? Sophomore in high school? Yeah, sophomore in high school.
Something like that.
So when I was 15, I was telling everybody, not just my friends and my family, I would tell every person I met that by the time I was 30, I'd be a millionaire. And by the time I was 50, I'd probably be dead. And only one of those came true. I died 3 times when I was 47. But what I meant when I was a 15-year-old was that I would be permanently dead, not just die and come back. And so I had the craziest outlook on life. And when I was probably as young as a person can be and understand it, like 5 or 6, and understand what it means to have a family and parents and children and all that, until I was about 10 or 11, I thought I would have a wife and kids and that whole thing. When I turned 11 or 12 or whatever, I was like, whoa, fuck this. And I became very anti-family and I don't like kids, and I didn't like kids when I was one. I don't like kids.
Yeah.
Well, think, Rob, if you would have had kids, one of them could be president right now.
Yeah, that's true. You have to only be 35 to be president. Because Rob and I are running, by the way, I don't know, Rob, we haven't got back to our campaign, but 2024, Twohy. Sorry, next Twohy.
Someday. We'll get there.
So the thing is...
I don't even think I'm old enough to run.
No, we figured it out. You'll be 35 in 2024, right?
Yes. I will be 36 in 2024, yeah.
You can be like Joe Biden. He was 20. You have to be 30 to be a senator, but he was 29 when he ran. But he was 30 when he got, what's it called? Sworn in. And so that's what you do.
I see. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. I am young enough to be your child, Rob, I think.
You shut your mouth.
Yeah.
So, Messy, have you told Robin this? Have you told Robin that your goal is to...
Oh, he has... Yes, we've discussed this ever since before
I misread that.
Okay, let me explain though, because Messi and I were friends for a long time before we ever dated. I had to convince him to date me. Like, I've told this story, I think, a few times.
I haven't even met you.
I very, very much wanted to date him, and he was not interested. But that's okay, because he's married to me now, so you know what, I won. But
winner, chicken dinner.
I'm undead.
But no, I mean, like, even when we were friends, we would talk about like that kind of stuff. I knew that was like a goal of his, but he's so close to it now. He almost makes 6 figures. He's
right. I read it though that. Meanwhile, you're complaining about how you're broke.
Sorry.
I read it that his goal was to make 6 figures by the time he was 18. That's how I read it.
I make 6 figures if you move the decimal.
No. By the time he was 30. And Messi and I are the same age. Like, we're only 4 months apart. He's 4 months older than I am. But he was born in a different year. Isn't that fascinating?
Isn't it?
He was born in December of
Messy
87.
fresh. I make 118. He's funny.
Drake, my bad.
I make Drake. I make six figures. Yeah, the 4 before the decimal and the 2 after. Yeah, absolutely.
I forgot he just got a raise like recently, so I was still thinking about his before that raise.
Congratulations,
it's still new to me.
Messi.
Okay,
I made that same amount in 2020, but not since. Not even close. Not even half. I'm broke.
You know
now.
what's sad though? Like most people would be like, "Wow, that's a lot of money." Like where we live,
it's not.
It's not.
Especially
it's not
a 5.
We're very like.
Household.
Yeah, because we have 3 kids. I
Yeah.
also don't have a job. I just make money online, right? Like,
yeah.
So he, like our mortgage, our property taxes, like all of that stuff. Like, I'm not trying to shit on Messi. I don't want him to take it this way. He makes good money. He makes enough money that we can live this way, but we are not rich. Like people, people from other places will be like, "Wow, you're rich," and we're like, "No, we're not."
It's funny what people's definition of rich is. Like, if you've ever read the Rich Man Poor Man's Rich Dad Poor Dad series of books by Robert Kiyosaki, his philosophy is that if you are someone who doesn't have any debt and maybe you don't have a mortgage or maybe kind of like me, he would consider me rich. Like I don't have any debt, but I also don't have any money. I just have I basically I've set myself up in a situation where I own my house, I own my car, so I don't have any debt, but my monthly income is about what my monthly outcome is. So I'm like even all the time. Mm-hmm. But he would consider that to be rich. I don't consider that to be rich. What I consider to be rich is like having maybe 6 figures in the savings that I could fucking cash in on if some bad shit happened to me.
Right. And I also think when 10 years ago, well, 8 or 9 years ago, when we lived in Tennessee, if Messi was making the money that he makes here, we would have been very well off.
Oh, right.
Where we were living in Tennessee. We could have bought a damn near mansion, not a mansion, but you could have said a way more house than we need or whatever. But that's just because where we lived in Clarksville, the cost of living was so much lower. But where we live now here in the Chicago suburbs, everything's fucking expensive. Did you know a carton of eggs, 12 eggs, regular ass, store brand, not even fancy, cage free eggs or anything. 12 eggs is $4 here where we live.
Oh my God.
$4 for 12 eggs.
That's crazy. It's $1.58 here.
Yeah, shit's expensive.
Yeah, and how much is gas there, Robin?
I don't know because we drive a hybrid, so we almost never put gas in the car. But Messi might know because he drives more than I do.
How much is gas in Chicago area, Messi?
I want to say it's somewhere in the $4 ballpark per gallon. Yeah.
$4.75. Drake, what's gas there where you are?
About $4.
4 even? Like $3.99 for them?
Yeah, $3.98, $3.90. Wow. I think.
So here,
but I'm in the most expensive. I'm in the most expensive part in South Florida, Palm Beach County.
So in Washington, here where I live in Spokane, it's $4.39. But Washington has, I believe, the highest gas tax in the United States. The reason is because Washington State, we don't pay personal income tax, so we pay federal but not personal or not state, and so that gets built into sales tax and federal, because sales tax here is 8.9. So,
I could really scare you guys and tell you how much our property taxes are.
Oh, yeah, I think you did tell me one time.
I've talked about this before. We have a very average sized home, like a single family home. Yes, it's a little on the larger side because we have a 4-bedroom and most of the houses in our neighborhood are 3 bedrooms, but still 4-bedroom, average size family home, normal. It's 2,000 square feet, and that includes the basement, right? So,
it's $8,000.
Yeah, our property taxes are $8,000 a year, which is astronomical. That is.
What's your lot size?
I have no idea, but we have a backyard and a front yard in suburbia. So that's we're not on land.
You have a third of an acre or something like that.
Yeah, yeah. It's just a normal size backyard, a normal size.
Messi says it's 5 feet by 5.
It's probably a quarter acre.
So we're in a cul-de-sac. So our backyard is wider than our front yard because think of a pie slice, right? How our lot goes. Uh-huh. So our backyard is really good size because of pie wedge, right? But our front yard is teeny tiny, and it goes in towards the street. But yeah, I mean, like, we don't live in anything astronomical, you know, big. We don't live in a fucking mansion. We live in a regular ass family home, you know. 4 bedrooms. There's 2.5 bathrooms. Before you guys get mad at me for
doxing my information, this is 100% public record. So this is me. So
$8,000 a year.
Yeah, my property tax is so I get a 60% discount because I'm disabled, but I wonder if they have the real amount here. Because mine's 13.15, but normally it's my point was going to be I think normally it's around $4,000. I don't think they once they discount it they don't show it. This is bullshit because that's the year I bought the house. So I paid $13.15 a year, and I have to fucking reapply next year. Oh my god, the LLC, Drake, you convinced me, and then they fucked me, and now I don't have an LLC, and then I disbanded it, and I still have to. Anyway, I'll tell you about that later.
Yeah. But anyway, all that to say, like, you can see why I'm like, oh yeah, my husband does make good money, but like where we live, we're still very like middle class, like just.
Oh yeah, well,
just like everybody else.
Going to be, if you, like people say, if you win the lottery, like if you win $1 million. So 30 years ago, that would have been like a crazy, like I'm set.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's still life changing, but $1 million is not that much money in 2022 if you're talking about the rest of your life and what are you going to do with it. It's not.
Yep.
I'm not shitting on $1 million. I'm just saying like money is not what it used to be.
Especially because like. Even 10 years ago, $1 million would buy you like a really nice luxury house, right? Like if that's what you want to like upgrade to or whatever. But nowadays, luxury houses are in upwards of like 5 million, even in less luxurious areas. Right. For example, when we lived in Kansas City, there's an area in the Kansas City area called Overland Park where like the median income is like way higher and the houses there are fucking beautiful. They're like luxury houses, and houses in that area are like $3 million. Like it's insane.
Yeah.
And that's Kansas City, Missouri. That's fucking, it's not California. You know what I mean? Like it's wild for me to think that you can buy a $3 million home in the middle of America. You know, like it's wild. Times are wild.
Yeah, times are wild. Here's me by the river, everybody. I live here in this red box, and then over across the river is the airport. It's not a big airport. It's just one of those.
I think if we won $1 million, though, we would pay this mortgage off, sell the house.
Yeah, $1 million. $1 million is probably for people like us is life changing. But it's
for sure.
And again, I'm not shitting on $1 million. Somebody want to give me $1 million, I'll be like, yeah, I'll take it. But
keep in mind,
but my example was winning the lottery. So first of all, you're only getting $600,000 because you're giving 40% of that back. And then so you got $600,000, and then you think, so that's $60,000 a year for 10 years. That's not that much. That's a good job. That's not crazy. Robert Twohy, that's me. My address is easily discoverable in many different ways, so don't get crazy that I'm giving away my address, everybody. It's so easy to find me on the internet. It's not even fun.
Calling in the airstrike.
I think you can type in Rob Twohy and like the third search is my address. I don't know. But anyways, here's where I live.
That's what I want, man. I do not want to live in a house that has more than one floor ever again.
No, I
do
won't
not
either.
like
Here's
it.
me. Oh, let's zoom in. Oh, look, everybody.
I want everything all one level, like a ranch style house.
Yeah, me too. My next house is going to be one level.
Because I'm
getting old. I don't want to climb my stairs anymore.
Right, stairs are bullshit. I mean,
yes,
I'm even mad at
I'm so tired of climbing stairs.
I'm even mad at the one step up here, and then there's one step up here, and then in the garage to go in the house is 2 stairs. I'm very mad. But here's the thing.
Would hate,
when I lived in California, and then people, Rob, where are you from? Spokane. And they go, oh, Seattle. And I'm like, no, get a map, fucker. It's a whole state away. It's not the same.
It's like a desert away. Look, it's kind of like a whole void there.
If you say, oh, you live in Spokane, and they go, oh, Seattle. I'm like, why don't you say, oh, Helena? It's the same. Fuckers.
Portland. It's the same as Portland, pretty much.
Where do you live? Olympia? Oh, Portland? No.
No, not even close.
Where do you live? Salem? Oh, Portland. No, it's not.
I mean, when we lived in Washington, we would just say we lived in Tacoma, but we didn't live in Tacoma. We lived in a little town called Steilacoom, which is near Tacoma.
Oh, yeah. Yes. I'm very familiar.
Right there. No, you can see it. It's like literally right on the water, below University Place. There you go. Yeah, that's where we used to live when we lived in Washington. But we would just say Tacoma because nobody's ever heard of Stillicum, and they're like, "How do you spell that?" You know what I mean? Like, so we would just like, "Oh, we live in Tacoma."
There's the difference between saying like, "Oh, like if you live in Phoenix, if you say where do you live." You can say Scottsdale, but you should just say Phoenix because if you say Scottsdale, you might as well say Scottsdale. Like it's the same as where do you live? Bellevue. Just say Seattle because Bellevue is. I live in Bellevue.
Yeah, but they're like on the other side of the bay there or the lake or whatever.
My friend Jeff, who 50 years of friendship, he lives in Bellevue. In the 90s, he lived in an apartment on Mercer Island, which I thought was so cool. Because to get to him, I had to go like across water. No matter what, I had to go across water.
Dude, houses in Bellevue are expensive too.
So my friend, I'm going to totally give away. I'm going to 100% give away his information. He won't. He probably wouldn't care, but he actually won't know. Because as close as a friends we are for 50 years, he's never watched even once my show. I don't think he ever watched it. He purchased his home in Bellevue in 2001. So this is 21 years ago. For $610,000, right?
That's so expensive.
And it's now worth like $2 million.
Oh, I believe it. Yeah.
It's insane.
Because like we've looked, all
the
these
way
places
his family
we've always
treats
lived
it,
and
it's
wanted
probably
to
not
live.
worth $2 million quite because it's
they're fucking expensive, man. And even like $600,000 to me just seems like an egregious amount of money to spend on a house.
Yeah, like I was pretty. I mean, I
imagine.
spent $362 and I was freaking out.
Yeah, that's expensive. Our family size house was well priced. We bought our house for $200,000.
Yeah.
And that's in an area that's expensive. Like our property taxes are expensive, as I've said, but our house is decently priced, so we jumped on it. It was a good deal. And it's gone up obviously since we bought it. But like there's other areas near us where houses are 2, 3, 4 times the value or price or whatever you want to call that. And like how do people afford that? Like I don't understand how much money you have to make to be able to afford a house like that expensive. This is crazy.
Yeah, do you know what your house is worth, Robin, right now?
Right now it's like $250 or $260.
Yeah, so it's gone up 25%. That's good. But which actually
somewhere in that ballpark.
It's interesting to know, but unless you think you're gonna sell it, does like I'll never move. I'll never fucking leave this house because I've spent so much. I mean, someone would have to offer me like an insane, like double value for me to leave this place because I've done so much.
Yeah.
But Zillow says it's worth for it, which doesn't help me. Here's what makes me really mad. This is the house I sold, and I sold it for $270, and it's now listed at $332.
Oh my God! You missed your opportunity.
I know, but look how this is my old house. Look at the pictures that were taken were. See, but I put in the air conditioning system, and look at
it's a little cutie.
Look at
I mean, I don't think we'll sell this house until our kids are grown up, unless we win the lottery or something like that. But I definitely don't want to live here after my kids have grown up because this is way too much house for just me and Messy to live in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We don't need 4 bedrooms. How were these
pictures taken, you ask? A drone.
Drones are awesome.
The realtor brought a drone out and flew it over and took these pictures.
Our realtor did too, and our inspector used a drone to look at the roof, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah. And that's staged furniture. That was absolutely 100% not my. Well, so that table and that chess set, that table was mine. That chair is mine. I sit in that chair every day still. But this plant wasn't mine, and it looks so much bigger than it actually was.
Oh, Messy just sent me the estimate of our house right now. It's $289. It went
so
way.
It's up like almost 50%. That's good.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. When I sold the house, I left that TV in, and I also left the TV.
I'm not going to show it on the stream. Sorry, I don't want to dox my address.
Where's the office? Here, I left that TV there too, in the top right. That was in my studio before, and then now this. I do miss this house. I'm glad. I mean, I don't regret moving. Well, I kind of do a little bit, but I don't. But it was a nice little neighborhood and a nice little house, and those people have to be so happy. This couple that bought it, they're in their 30s. Oh, by the way, these candles were not in the fireplace. Those were not. Cynthia put those candles in there to make it, because realtors try to make it look fantastic. But this was a nice little house. When I used to broadcast with the picture behind me on the wall and the fire. That's where I was sitting, right? So I know my mouse pointer isn't on for viewable for people, but that chair, go left, and then in the floor you see an outline of like in the carpet you see that's where the chair was. That's where I did all my Fantasy Grounds, all my DM's Guild, everything, sitting in a lounge chair there with a 17-inch laptop for like 4 years. It was insane. This was the kitchen. This kitchen looks huge. It is not that big. It just it's an optical illusion. Yeah.
I remember when you got the fridge and you had to cut the cabinet out.
Yeah, right. We had to cut the top of the microwave wasn't on top. It was down on the counter. But if you look closely on the right, and there's even a board sitting on top on the right of the cupboard. On the cupboard on the top, there's a board sitting there, because to fit that refrigerator in, which I bought like a year before I left the house. No, not even a year, half a year. It used to just be this tiny little 5-foot tall white fridge that my mom had. I had to cut out that cupboard to fit the fridge in there. Anyway, it's funny. Yep. Mm-hmm. Built in 1940. Oh, and I had a stackable in the bathroom. The shower
they
to the
just
left.
stood it in there too, right in front of the window.
Yeah, because that was. I mean, this house is like 900 square feet. It's super tiny, and that's how I had to do the laundry, is right there. And then the shower and the bath to the left, and that was it. The little toilet, bing bang boom. There's the shower like that. That was 100% not. I have a Han Solo. I have a Han Solo shower curtain. I still have it. That was my bedroom. So the joke was, so this was obviously my mother's house, and then she passed away, and I got it. That's how things work. If you're in the will, you get a thing, right? So everyone used to, and this is obviously not a man's touch in here, right? It's fucking pink. It's pink, Robin. And then I used to tell people, I'm a single guy, but I sleep in a pink room, so it's like being in a vagina. And if I have a woman over, it'd be like a threesome. And then when I told that joke, most people would then say, "But wasn't that your mother's room?" And then I would vomit and tell them to shut the fuck up. Yeah. So yeah, I didn't really.
With the boob lights and everything.
Boob lights? What do you mean?
Boob lights. Your ceiling lights fixtures.
That
people
was
call
put
those
in.
Boob lights.
Oh, Tommy and Q put those in. Those are refinements that I did before I did.
They're boob lights.
Boob lights
is what they are.
Mm-hmm.
Boob lights. Yep.
This was the studio.
Some of them have nipples. Have you seen boob lights with nipples?
No, I have.
They have like a little metal decorative piece in the middle. Usually, how you unscrew the light. Yeah, those are definitely boob lights.
And I had to disclose this when I left, but why is there a poster all weird on the ceiling in a weird place because it's covering up a water stain that leaked from the roof one time. We disclosed
that sucks.
On the right, on the very extreme edge of the right, I still have it, that brown bureau. You can see the cabinet doors in the lower right. It's from like the 17th or from the 18th century. It's probably worth a lot of money. I still have it. I don't know how to price it. I'm not going to call this old house, or what's that show? Antique Roadshow. I'm not going to do it. But I don't know how to price it. Okay, that was it, everybody. How long have we gone? We've got 2 hours yet almost.
Houses are expensive.
Yeah. So anyway, now I have this house.
You should see how little my place is for $340 is what mine are going for.
The houses or the condos?
My townhouse.
Oh, your
townhouse?
Yeah, type in 110 North Delaware, Jupiter, Florida.
Wow, you're just going to dox yourself like that.
It's a development, so.
This is where you live now or no?
Yeah. Yeah, those are the townhouses I live in.
Oh, they're so cute.
So what's the difference between a townhouse and a condo?
Condo shares different walls than a townhouse does. It's the rating of the.
And you share
the
one
way the
wall,
walls
right?
are shared. No, I share two
garages.
walls.
Two walls.
Right? Like if the garages are shared, it's like a townhouse.
Oh.
See, those are the stairs I got to go up.
Oh, fuck that.
Yeah, fuck that.
I mean, I'm just an old fat guy. I'm not going to do stairs. This is pretty nice stuff, though. Yeah.
That's cute.
By the way, everybody, it's not Drake's personal. Yeah. This is just one of the. Oh, are you on the fucking boat docks?
Well, the boat docks are down by the clubhouse.
Oh, condos have common spaces like pools.
Yeah,
or
clubhouse.
Room.
I know. When I signed up to move in this house, there's an HOA, which all that means is There's a homeowners association.
Yeah,
I,
we
for
have
some
one,
reason,
too.
had it in my head because I've heard the term HOA clubhouse my whole life. And I had it in my head that there was going to be some common area that we would go have meetings in, and you could have like parties and.
Well, don't they consider your house a condo?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
No. It's a single family home.
Oh, I always thought yours was like a condo. You were attached to somebody.
Oh no, haven't you? Didn't we? We just went over that.
I don't know. I'm stupid. It's fine.
Listen.
Disregard. It's fine. I thought yours was a condo, or maybe you. I might be misremembering. You were looking at other houses, and
oh, I definitely was checking index. Yeah, when I thought there's Drake right there. When I thought I was gonna move, do you go swimming, Drake?
No, I've lived here coming up on 20 years. I've never been in that pool. Ever.
That's great.
I've been inside the clubhouse once when I first moved in. I had to go meet the lady up there. My dog poops in the yard all the time, though. I take him for a walk. He likes to bark at the boats.
Your house looks so Floridian.
It's because I live like 3 miles from the beach.
Yeah.
I ride my bike to the beach.
Oh, fuck.
Not often.
I'll show you guys I can at least show you a picture of my house without doxing my
How can I get
address.
So Robin, see here?
Yes.
That's the picture doesn't show it, but there's no space. There's a space on the right hand side. It's a completely.
There's no other house connected to you.
No.
I gotcha.
I mean, the other house is maybe 15 feet away. It's close enough, but. Okay, Robin's gonna show us something.
Yeah, I'm looking for a picture of my house real quick.
We have fans that watch the show that'll endure this, but I wonder if somebody tuning in now going, "What in the fuck is happening?" Fantasy Grounds, my ass. All right, I'm gonna wait for Robin to send this picture, you guys.
Yeah, sorry, one sec.
No, it's fine.
Chat amongst yourselves.
Let's delete some more games. Let's uninstall The Witcher.
That Darth Vader clip though is so funny. I laugh for
those guys. That's from Robot Chicken. Those guys are amazing.
Yeah.
Let's uninstall some more Steam games, you guys. I'm uninstalling from my RAID drive to only then, as needed, put them back on my hard drive. Oh, Fantasy Grounds question. Hi, Jumper. Wow. I guess the old Windows Server extension is now defunct, right? Maybe has been for a while. It's causing nothing but errors for me. Is anyone using the new Windows Saver X from the 4th?
It just started mucking things up this new update. So, and I don't think there's not anyone really in charge of it. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, that's the thing about extensions. There's some fantastic extensions on the forums and stuff, made by other people than us. But a lot of times, what'll happen is a person will make one thing that's awesome, but then that person will either just give up, not maintain it or what, so then you're like, well, fuck, what do we do? Okay. And then Fantasy Grounds will screw it up and this is how, look at you with your...
No, this is actually from like a year ago or the year before last. Oh, okay. I don't remember, but like, it's just the normal, you can't see my garage. It's out of frame, but it's on the right. We just have a 2-car garage and that's our house. Yeah. And like literally you can see my neighbor's yard. Their grass is a slightly different color. So where the grass changes color, that's like my neighbor's yard.
Yeah. Why is that? That's so funny.
Because when they build the subdivision, I don't know. So like back when it was built, people could probably custom make the houses or whatever. And then they could get upgrade for a different kind of grass or whatever. Or when they sodded the grass, they just sodded them at different times. And I don't know. It could be like a whole lot of factors. But their grass is slightly different color than ours. Maybe we don't take good enough care of our grass. I don't know.
They use Scotsman's lawn fertilizer.
Yeah, it could be something like that, I'm sure. Yeah, and our those neighbors, they're super picky about their yard.
Looks like it's just a different brand of grass, right?
They're like
it's like Bimini versus crab.
And we
you guys get crab and they get Bimini or something.
We mow our lawn, but like our neighbors are like always gardening. They love like taking care of their lawn. They're like older couple, so that's their jam. And have
they ever said anything to you even remotely close to, there's a brand of fertilizer I recommend?
No, No, we avoid them mostly.
That's like me. I'm trying to avoid everybody.
Like so we had to get a tree cut down, or we were putting our pool in or something. I don't remember, but we had a bobcat and we were going through the side gate to our backyard on the left side of this picture here. And when we drove the bobcat, we went on their grass a little bit and like kicked up a little bit of it, a tiny little fucking spot. And our neighbors like lost their fucking minds. No, I
would have too, though. So, to be honest with you, I would have fucking lost.
It was a little tiny spot.
No, but that, see, Robin, your attitude is it's not the degree, it's the fact that it exists.
Right. And we apologized, we fixed it. Yeah, we like did everything a good neighbor would do. We let them know. We were like, hey, it was an accident. We fixed it. We put it back. It'll be fine. Blah blah blah. Yeah, but they were very bitter about it, and they were very rude. And it was just an accident, but whatever. It doesn't matter. We don't like them. They're not very nice people.
Is that why you don't like them?
No. There's a million other reasons. They have these little Yorkies, and they have a dog run on the front right side of their house. So in between our houses, they built a dog run, which by the way is against our HOA regulations, but we've never complained about it. But they have a dog run on the side of their house, and they put their Yorkies outside, and they just bark all day long, all fucking day long.
I hate
3 Yorkies,
people.
Rob. They're out there, yap, yeah, like all the time. And it's like if we let our dog out and he barks, we make him come back in. We're like, stop barking, and we bring him back inside because I think it's rude to like let your dog outside just fucking barking their heads off.
It's very rude.
And yeah, so I don't know. We're just we just don't get along with them.
Wait, is this you crouched down here?
Probably, maybe, I'm not sure. It might be my mom actually.
Oh.
My mom came out and helped us set him up. I'm not sure who it is. I can't really tell.
Oh, maybe you're taking the picture.
Yeah, I think I'm taking the picture, so it's probably my mom behind the things.
Gotcha. All right, you know what, guys?
Yeah, it's my regular ass house. I don't think that it's anything special. It's not a fucking mansion. It's just a normal family house.
Actually, I would say, I mean, not counting like what year it was built and everything. I would say your house is much nicer than mine.
It's not nicer on the inside. Like this house was built in the 90s, and we've had to do a lot of work on the inside since we moved in. And everything inside is builder grade. So there's, we don't have like marble countertops or anything. It's all builder grade. Like the floorboards are not even vinyl. They're like snapped together. It's not hardwood floors, but they look like hardwood floors.
Oh, I think I have all that stuff. As a matter of fact,
laminate. They're like laminate.
I'm going to get my windows redone. Hideous. My windows are builder grade. They're fine, but I'm getting a...
Yeah, so like just everything on the inside of our house is cheap and hideous, and I hate it. And like we've been working like one room at a time, so we redid our countertops. They're beautiful now. We're gonna paint the cabinets so that they'll be beautiful because everything on the inside is like that orange oak color, like all the trim, nice. All the floors. It's
what year
hideous.
Was it built? Do you know?
98.
Oh, so 97. That's only 25 years. So
yeah. It's just ugly on the inside.
I'm redoing my windows with triple pane and kryptonite, I think the guy said. No, it's krypton gas in between. But and the sliding glass door. But so because of sound, right? Trying to soundproof my house. But here's the cool thing the guy showed me. He was just here yesterday. So these windows, you can unclip the window and fold it in into your house to clean the outside. It's amazing. It's so fucking crazy. He showed me that, and I'm like, whoa. It was like he was showing me the fucking space shuttle. I didn't understand. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, like so the office that I'm in
you can doesn't mean you will.
No, I told the guy that. I go, I'm going to tell you something. This is amazing. I'll never do that. Except in my studio, the window next to me, it's like 3 feet off my right shoulder. The neighbor's sprinkler hits my window, so it's very spotty all the time. I might, if I got it in my head, clean that one. And I don't, by the way, I don't complain about that because that was actually set by my neighbor. So the lady bought the house and then she moved, and then the people that moved into the house were wonderful, Birdie and Brandon, and Birdie cleans my house and she does my pest control. And then the owner said, no, I'm moving back, get out. So they fucking got kicked out. Now she's back. But in the time that they were there, we planted a little grass on the side of my house where it was just rocks because it looked uneven and it was stupid and the builders are stupid. So we evened it out, but my sprinkler system doesn't cover it. So they set their sprinkler to shoot on my yard. And the neighbor that's moved back isn't aware or hasn't figured it out or doesn't know. So there's no way I'm going to complain that her sprinkler hits my window because I want it to hit my window because I want it to water my grass. So that's why.
You're like, free water.
Free water. Well, it waters her grass. What they did is they went to the sprinklers and they manually adjusted the angle up so that it waters further out, so it gets her grass and my grass. Anyway, that's the story, everybody. Why are we doing 2 hours of shows? I don't understand. We got to go to bed.
I don't like neighbors.
I don't like neighbors.
I would like to live somewhere that's like close to civilization, but where I don't really have neighbors. So like semi-rural, maybe. I don't want to live like in the boonies, but
I didn't know any of my neighbors until I got a dog. No, I know them all.
Oh, till you have a dog, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because they would just go home. Right now, I have to walk him and go around the neighborhood.
I got a text. She invited me to go to her band thing yesterday, and I just wasn't feeling it, so I didn't go. This is how
11
lame
o'clock.
I am, guys. So Pho Chow, my neighbor, she's Vietnamese, I believe. She sends me this thing. Come to our band thing. It's called Twohy. And it's all these Asian people in this band, and they're all wearing tuxedos, and like the girls have on like hot tops and whatever. I don't know. She's super nice. And she goes, and I said, hey, I'll swing by. And she goes, awesome. I'll introduce you to some of my friends. And then I fucking didn't go because I'm lame. All right, that's the end of the show.
Good gaming, everybody.
Huh? Oh yeah, sorry. Oh no, yeah, good gaming, everybody. You didn't say it right though. It's not everybody. Huh?
Everybody.
No, so the chat is
everyone. Good gaming, everyone.